by Justin Boots Retailer.
The Baylor Alumni Association works to honor Baylor's heritage and to shape Baylor's future. That's why the association sponsors Baylor Legacy, a program to acquaint the children of alumni ages 1 to 16 with all that Baylor has to offer. If you're a graduate who would like to enroll your son or daughter in this free program, call the Baylor Alumni Association at 1-800-BAYLOR-U extension 6. The Baylor Alumni Association, working to keep Baylor alumni and their children in touch with Baylor. Baylor football brought to you tonight in part by the Handcammer School of Business, delivering excellence in business and executive programs. And by Dr. Pepper and the Dr. Pepper Bottling Company of Texas. Dr. Pepper is the official soft drink of Baylor University.
What a huge kick and a huge play for the Bears. You say it's only 3 points, but 3 points for this team, John, especially after what happened last week against Texas. You knew that it was going to be a key for them to get off to a good start, but to score first and take the lead, this has got to give a lot of momentum on the side of the Bears, and now the defense needs to come on the field. A 3-and-out situation against North Texas and get the ball back for the offense.
Give you the numbers on the drive in a moment. Kyle Atterbury with the kick, going to be taken on a bounce at the goal line by Aaron Holly. Up the near sideline to the 10, 15, has a hole at the 20, down at the 20, well, still not down. Finally at the 27-yard line, Aaron Holly is brought down. 30-yard return by Aaron Holly on the return. Let's credit Kyle Williams in on that tackle for the Bears. 12-play, 66-yard drive by the Bears. 4 minutes and 39 seconds off the clock for a 3-0 lead on North Texas. Now the Bears going to play a little defense out there, see if there's any changes. Yes, Justin Snow is in at a defensive end spot. Edric Brooks at the other end. Kevin Stevenson and Dwight Johnson are the tackles. North Texas beginning from its own 30-yard line. Attaway, the senior, turns, gives the ball off to Wilburn. Wilburn right up the middle, stacked up after a 2-yard gain. Jaquay Wilburn, 2 yards on the carry on first down.
And Stevenson in on the tackle along with Johnson. Stevenson really has come on since the beginning of the season, earning more and more playing time, and he has been one of those players that the defensive coaches have talked about since the two-a-days that just seems like he's getting better week by week.
2nd and 7.
Jaquay Wilburn, we told you in our pregame show, averaging 110 yards per game. He's the lone setback. Play action now. Attaway to the air. Passes. It's complete at the 40. Spin at the 45 and dropped at the 47-yard line is Broderick McGrew. That's the senior receiver from Hearn. 4 catches for 64 yards coming into the game tonight. Picks up 15 on his first catch this evening.
And he's one of the big play receivers for North Texas. Had a 46-yard touchdown reception 2 weeks ago against Texas Tech. 6'3", the Bears going up against some big receivers. But remember last week, Kwame Cavill standing in at 6'2" or 6'3". They've done the same thing here recently, going up against the big wideouts.
That's the first down of the night for North Texas. Back to the ground game. Handoff to Wilburn over the left side. No gain on that carry. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, which is the 48, their own 48-yard line. 5:13 and counting in the first quarter. Baylor 3, North Texas nothing. Bears in the familiar home uniforms of gold pants, green jersey tops, gold helmets with the traditional interlocking BU. North Texas in the all-white, white pants, white jersey tops with the dark green numerals and lettering on the front. Green helmets with the white stripe. Option to the right side. Pitch to Wilburn. Gets to the corner. Gets away from one tackle. And is finally pushed out of bounds and into Baylor territory at the 44-yard line. Justin Snow moving well laterally to get there and make sure he's pushed out of bounds after a 9-yard gain.
But another missed tackle right around midfield by Sean Armistead, the free safety. He's the leading tackler on the Bears defense with 37 stops on the season, 24 of them unassisted. But he missed the tackle at the 50-yard line. Again, a key for the Bears this evening. They've got to wrap up the ball carriers when they get to them.
3rd down play, 3rd and 1 for North Texas. Straight eye behind the quarterback Attaway. Gives it to the tailback. That's Wilburn. Straight over right tackle, and it's going to be close. Justin Snow in on the tackle. We'll wait and check the spot, and the officials will ask for time to check it out. Gives us a chance to say welcome and thanks to Continental Express, our game day corporate sponsor for this Baylor North Texas football game here at Floyd Casey Stadium. We appreciate the partnership with Continental Express.
Boy, this is going to be awfully, awfully close. The way the chains were brought in and where they left it across. Looks like they've got it, yeah.
1st down.
Lori Scott's closer to it than we are. Lori, how close was it?
And they got it by more than the length of the football, too. So another big defensive stand needed here by the Baylor defense. They had a chance during that last offensive drive by the Bears to rest a bit, and that's probably something they haven't had a chance to do much at all this season.
So North Texas' new set of downs now at the Baylor 42.5-yard line. 3:50 and counting in the first quarter. North Texas traveling right to left. The wind at their back in this first quarter. Handoff to Wilburn. He's tackled with a neck-high tackle as he goes inside the 40 at the 39. 4-yard pickup. Andre Taylor was there, and Big Dwight Johnson, one of the team captains for this Baylor team out of Waco High, also on the tackle.
I guess somebody just got him by the shoulder pads, but it looked initially like somebody might have grabbed the face mask because, John, he was twirled around completely.
It's one of those clothesline tackles, I guess, where, and I guess it was Dwight Johnson didn't grab hold of the face mask. Second down, 6 for North Texas inside the Baylor 40. Play action. Attaway rolls to the far side. Passes in the air. Tip. Baylor's got the interception. Chris Mishaw with the pick. On the interception, the Bears have the turnover. Chris Mishaw, the interception at the Baylor 23-yard line.
He was trying to hit Jeff Munchow, the tight end. We're talking about the North Texas quarterback, Jason Attaway. And, John, I really thought he forced it in there because Munchow wasn't all that wide open. It would have had to have been a perfect pass. It was a little bit high, and all of a sudden we saw the tip drill that the defensive players go through all the time. The tip drill, where all of a sudden you saw the middle linebacker come up with it. Initially, it looked like one of the players, Tommy Black, was going to take the interception.
Gary Baxter was right there as well. The Bears get the interception. They move back on offense. 3:02 to play in the first quarter. Bears take over the ball at their own 23-yard line. Up 3-0. Straight eye behind quarterback Jermaine Alfred. Gives the ball to Darrell Bush. Big hole right side. 30, 35. Out to the 39-yard line is Darrell Bush. Nice hole on the right side for Bush. And a pickup of 15. Ramon Archie, the safety, making the tackle. And dare I say, a touchdown-saving tackle. He had a lot of room and he got past Archie.
That has to feel good for Darrell Bush, who carried the ball 5 times last week for 3 yards against Texas, the week before against Oklahoma. 12 carries for 18 yards, including his first carry of 19. Then he was shut down. 1st and 10 Bears from their own 39. Bush again over the left side, runs into a wall of his blockers and the defensive front. He'll pick up 4 on that first down carry. Gives Darrell Bush now 6 carries on the night for 40 yards here in the first quarter, which has 2:25 remaining. Talking with Greg Meyer, the Bears offensive coordinator, earlier this week, he said they really do have some good defensive linemen in North Texas. Corbin Montgomery, the defensive end, along with Derek Gordon, the defensive end, and then in the middle, Zeb Cornist, all very active players on the line for the Mean Green. Second down, 6 for the Bears. North Texas may have jumped offside again. Bush, big hole left side to midfield, spins and dropped in Mean Green territory at the 43-yard line. 9 yards on that carry by Darrell Bush. North Texas did not jump off sides, no flags. That's a first down for Bush, and he's got 49 yards rushing here in the first quarter. Now, the key here is once you can effectively run the football, then you can go with that play action, fake the handoff, and hopefully hit the home run ball or have a wide receiver wide open 10, 15 yards down the line. Bush, the lone setback, will get the carry again around the left end. Just keep pushing the line forward. Baylor's winning the battle of the lines here in the first quarter so far. 5 yards on that pickup. Brandon Thompson, Baylor tight end, being attended to on the Baylor sideline. Melvin Barnett, backup fullback to Derek Lagway, is lined up in the slot quite a bit this season. Almost as a second or third tight end. 2nd and 5 Bears coming up. Minute 17 to play in the first quarter. It's 3-0 Baylor. A 40-yard field goal by Kyle Atterbury, the only points on the board so far. Straight eye behind Jermaine Alfred. Twin receivers to the near side. Fakes the handoff, rolls to the near side. Looking, throws, incomplete. In and out of the hands. That's Andrew Obriotti again. Second time tonight. Passes hit him in the mitts, and he hadn't been able to hold on to it. There is a flag, a couple of them down at the end of that play. Jermaine Alfred will walk to the near sideline. The penalty is going to be against the Bears. Wonder if they had a lineman downfield, John. I think there was 1 or 2 maybe Baylor offensive linemen who went past the line of scrimmage.
Ineligible downfield on the offense. The penalties decline. 3rd down.
Good call, David Hatchett. Third down 5 coming up for the Bears. Penalty is declined.
Really is a key third down, though, again for Baylor, because they've got this momentum. I mean, we're already under a minute to play in the first quarter, and Baylor leads the University of North Texas 3-0. But you want to keep that momentum. The Bears really want to keep this drive alive.
Third down 5. Ball at the North Texas 44-yard line. 3-step drop, pass near side, complete to Osteen. Has room. 30, 25, 20. Tripped up at the 10-yard line is Lanny Osteen. Big gain for the Bears down to the North Texas 10-yard line. 24 yards on the pickup, 34 on the pass play to Lanny Osteen. Tackle was made by Kendrick Sapp right on the near sideline.
What a huge play for the Bears. Now they've got to punch it in for a touchdown. They really want to apply the pressure here to that University of North Texas defense. 45 seconds and counting left first quarter, and the Bears first and goal.
They'll set up on the near hash mark. One receiver to the near side is Reggie Newhouse. Far side is Andre Fuller. Handoff Darrell Bush right up the middle. Gets a couple down to the 7-yard line. 2-yard pickup. Maybe the final play of the first quarter. 23 seconds and counting. 3-0 Baylor. Bears heading in the south end zone. When we get to the second quarter, Bears will have the wind at their back, and I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to let the clock expire. It's the end of the first quarter from Floyd Casey Stadium here in Waco. Our score, Baylor 3, North Texas 0. This is the Baylor Radio Network.
KLIF Dallas-Fort Worth, KKLF Denison Sherman, 570 KLIF.
Looky here, looky there, looky everywhere for the very best that there can be. This is the one, the one for fun. Dr. Pepper, this is the taste.
Dr. Pepper, this is the taste.
Trouble doesn't wear a watch, and accidents don't keep business hours. That's why we offer State Farm's 24-hour Good Neighbor service, so you can call participating agents' offices anytime, day or night, to file a claim, ask a question, and get the help you need.
State Farm's Good Neighbor service. This is Gina. How may I help you?
Sure, it's a service many of our policyholders may never need, but it's also one most of them wouldn't want to be without.
The best belong at Baylor, and Baylor again ranks among the nation's top law schools. In its newly released 1999 rankings of the nation's 181 accredited law schools, U.S. News & World Report rated the Baylor Law School in the top tier as one of the nation's 50 leading law schools. This is the third time in recent years that a national publication has ranked Baylor's School of Law as one of the nation's best. The best belong at Baylor, the Baylor Law School.
The Eminem Mars family.
Before we begin play in the second quarter from here in Waco, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. Make note of this station that carries Baylor Bear football. This is the Baylor Radio Network. Alongside David Hatchett, I'm John Morris. Lori Scott at field level. And Lori, they've switched ends. How about the placement of the football?
Oh, I was a bit surprised when I came down here on the other side of the field. The ball was at the 7.5 on the other side. They came down here. The officials put it at the 7. So an extra half a yard for the Bears here on second down.
All right. Second and goal it is for the Bears. First play of the second quarter. Alfred takes the snap, starts the option to the right side, tripped up in the backfield, tries to lunge forward, can't get anywhere. -1 on the play. Tackle made by Corbin Montgomery. Boy, what a big game he had for North Texas in their win over Texas Tech.
What a big play this is, though, coming up for the Bears, because if they can stick it in for 6, it would just be so huge. If they've got to settle for a field goal attempt again, you wonder about getting into the red zone.
Third down goal for the Bears. Montgomery with a 10-tackle game against Texas Tech 2 weeks ago. Here's the third down play. Pass near side complete to Osteen. He is hit and dropped at the 3-yard line. Solid tackle by Lawrence Ellis. 5 yards on the pickup. Osteen a little bit slow getting up, but he's up and running off the field. Now what do you do? Fourth down and goal from the 3. Here comes Kyle Atterbury onto the field.
for an apparent field goal attempt, let's say. And this would be a 21-yarder from the left hash mark. They'll put it down at the 11-yard line, so it's a 21-yarder. And he's 4 of 5 this season on field goals. And, John, remember, he hit that 40-yarder in the first quarter.
Into the wind. Now he has the wind at his back. Snap back is a good one. The hold is down, and the kick is true by Kyle Atterbury. He nailed it from 21 yards out, and the Bears have added to their lead. 13:38 to go in the second quarter. Our new score, Baylor 6, North Texas nothing. You're listening to Baylor Bear Football. For many families, the excitement of purchasing a new home is often overshadowed by the stresses that go along with it. At First Preference Mortgage Corporation, we're committed to juggling the complexities of completing the mortgage so you can relax and enjoy this memorable time. If this hassle-free approach to lending sounds appealing, let our loan officers take care of the legwork while you inspect the woodwork. First Preference Mortgage, a mortgage company for the next millennium and a proud sponsor of Baylor Athletics.
At Bell Insurance, we encourage people to install smoke detectors, good burglar alarms. It all comes under the heading of safety and prevention. It's not a glamorous part of the insurance business. Nobody really sees us as heroes. The fire that doesn't start, the break-in that doesn't happen. You won't see these success stories on the evening news, but we know we're making a difference, so we'll keep at it. Bell Insurance and Safeco, protecting what's important to you. Now that's peace of mind. In North Texas, call 1-800-521-BELL.
This is Baylor University football here on 570 KLIF.
This Baylor Big 12 football game brought to you in part this evening by Fox Sports at Southwest. Home team's Fox Attitude, and also by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. John, taking a look at some of those first quarter stats, and really the Bears did quite well in a number of areas.
Well, first downs, Baylor led North Texas 6-2, 76 yards on the ground, 67 through the air, 143 yards of offense for the Bears in the first half. Here's the kick by Atterbury, 9 yards deep and out of the end zone. For North Texas, 19 yards on the ground, 15 through the air, 34 yards of offense for North Texas in the first quarter. Time of possession in the first 15 minutes, 9:49 for Baylor, 5:11 for North Texas.
And that is a huge key. You've got to keep the defense fresh. You want to keep them off the field. That's been a problem the last two games, especially last week. It was almost a 2-1 advantage as far as time of possession for the Longhorns versus the Bears. That's a great stat and a great trend to take a look at.
6-0 Baylor leading, 13:34 to go in the second period. North Texas with the ball, now traveling left to right. Attaway takes the snap, rolls near side. Pass is complete out to the 26-yard line. Catch was made and then run out of bounds, or hog-tied out of bounds by Samir Alameen. Brent the Groot making the catch. Pickup of 6, call it 7 on the first down play. 2nd and 3 coming up for North Texas. .13:06 showing on the clock here in the second quarter. This is one of 7 road games for North Texas this year. 7 of their 11 games will be on the road. Man comes in motion toward the near side. Attaway will hand it off to Wilburn. Wilburn ducking his way, looking for room, goes across the 30 to the 31. 4-yard pickup. That's a first down across the 30 for Jaquay Wilburn. And 1st and 10 for North Texas at their own 31.
What a tough running back he is against Texas Tech 2 weeks ago. 27 carries, almost 30 carries for 148 yards, including a big run of 81 yards against the Red Raiders.
Jaquay Wilburn so far tonight, 8 carries for 23 yards. He'll get another call here. Over the left side, stumbles, gets his footing, and is stopped as he crosses the 35 to the 37-yard line. Andre Taylor makes the tackle secure after a 6-yard pickup by Wilburn.
And that's the area, again, running the football. That's what North Texas wants to do first. They average 149 yards rushing a game, only 213 yards total offense a game, but they average 4 yards a carry. And, of course, Baylor's had a problem defensing the run, giving up 212 yards a game.
Ball directly in the center of the field with respect to the 2 sidelines. Traveling left to right. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line. Attaway going deep down the near side. Here's the pass in the air and nearly intercepted and dropped. It was Samir Al-Amin. Got his hands on it, couldn't quite haul it in. Just a long, loud, incomplete pass.
And that's what the Mean Green like to do. They like to go deep. They like the home run ball. They were trying to hit LaDarren McClain, who had a couple of catches against Texas Tech 2 weeks ago for 30 yards. And Samir will be thinking about that one all night long.
Had some help back there in the double coverage. Samir just couldn't quite pull it in. Now 3rd down and 3 for North Texas. From the shotgun, Attaway awaits the snap. Good snap. Now the shuttle pass inside to the 40 and dropped at the 41-yard line. I think that was Robert Whitehead. We'll wait till they unstack to make sure. It's 35 or 36. It was Starsky Banks, senior fullback from Richmond. And we'll check again on the spot. It's very close to the first down yardage.
And we see that play more and more. I'd say the last 5, 6, 7 years, you see it in high school more, college more, pro football more, and it looks like that the Mean Green are a little bit short by about a half a yard or less.
Well, the officials won't even bring the chains in to measure. 4th and short. So we'll see John Baker, the punter again. Senior out of Brenham. His first effort tonight, a 59-yarder. This one will go into the wind. Snap back a little low. He scoops it up, gets a boomer away. Andre Fuller awaits. Will take it at the 10. Starts right, goes left, and then still on his feet and now down at the 8-yard line. Nice punt by John Baker. 10:48 to go in the second quarter. A 49-yard punt, -2 on the return. We've got a timeout on the field. With 10:48 to go in the second quarter, it's Baylor 6, North Texas nothing. This is the Baylor Radio Network.
Hi, I'm John Van Amberg, former offensive lineman for the Baylor Bears, and today an investment executive with Dane Rauscher. When investing, like in football, a well-thought-out game plan is essential. From stocks, mutual funds, to tax-free bonds, let Dane Rauscher come up with a custom plan that's best for you. Call us at Dane Rauscher, 1-800-934-5687. That's 1-800-934-5687. Dane Rauscher, member SIPC, NYSE.
Does your business need a solution for scalable website design, e-commerce, or secure information distribution? Team up with SharpSite Interactive. Mention the Baylor Bears and receive a free 2-hour consultation. SharpSite Interactive, a division of eSphere Technologies and the designer of the new BaylorSportsNet.com website. Contact SharpSite today at 1-800-295-2004 or log on www.sharpsite.com.
Neighborhood Global.
Baylor football brought to you in part tonight by the Baylor Law School. The best belong at Baylor. And by Justin Boots, legendary quality since 1879. We invite you to log on and check out the Baylor Athletic website, newly designed by SharpSite Interactive. It's at www.BaylorSportsNet.com. That's www.BaylorSportsNet.com. Baylor begins this possession from its own 8-yard line, traveling right to left. Alfred turns, hands the ball to Darrell Bush across the 10, out to the 11-yard line on the right side. Gain of 3 on first down by Darrell Bush. Looks like no changes in that offensive line for the Bears. Kids have been playing with my binoculars again. Tyshawn Whitson and Craig German are the tackles. Ethan Kelly and Chris Watton are the guards, and Joe Jackson, the anchor, in the middle. Sophomore center for the Bears.
John, stop making excuses about the kids. You're getting old. You're getting old.
Second down, 7 for Baylor. Right up the middle. And a gain of only a couple more by Melvin Barnett. So it will be 3rd down 5 coming up for the Bears, who have the ball out to their own 13-yard line.
And the Bears really have dominated this game from start to where we are right now. 9:53 and counting left before halftime. Baylor leads it 6-0. All of a sudden, the Mean Green, massive changes on defense. It looks like they might be going to a nickel or dime package. In fact, they only have 3 down linemen, it looks like, ready to rush.
All right, major change defensively for the Mean Green. Alfred drops back on 3rd and 5. Passes near side. It is caught. Did he catch it and stay in bounds? Yes. Randy Davis, what a catch. Out at the 28-yard line for Randy Davis. Great throw and even a better grab by Randy Davis.
And it had to be right on the money. It had to be a picture-perfect throw because the Mean Green had double coverage over there, and Jermaine was looking that way the entire play. I mean, he didn't even look to his right. He was looking to his left. That's why I thought he might be risking an interception, but that was just a perfect pass and catch.
15 yards on the pickup. Now at their own 28-yard line. Single setback is Lagway. Play action. Alfred rolls far side. Looking, throws, complete to Bobby Darnell, and Darnell's dropped at the 37-yard line. Pickup of 8 on that play on the pass to Bobby Darnell. 9 on the play. 9-12 and counting in the second quarter. And the Bears leading North Texas 6-0.
John, so far it's been a simple game plan by the Bears on offense. Run between the tackles. They've got about 3 or 4 or 5 basic running plays. And then use that play action where Jermaine then rolls out quite a bit.
Now back to 4 down linemen for North Texas on 2nd down and 1. May have jumped off sides. Alfred hands the ball to Bush, trying to get to the corner, can't get there, finally bumped out of bounds at the 40. He's got a couple on the play, maybe 3, but I believe North Texas may have jumped off sides.
They've jumped now 3 times, I believe, in this game. You wonder if the Bears might have been working on that in practice. Jermaine just trying to get a little different pitch in his voice.
That is the preliminary signal, offsides on North Texas. Here's the call from referee Jeff Hansen.
On the defense, 5-yard penalty. First down.
So the penalty is accepted. First down on the penalty for the Bears. Invite you to stay with us at halftime. We'll have our State Farm women's update. Good news for Baylor soccer and Baylor volleyball. And we'll talk a little baseball. Baylor head baseball coach Steve Smith will be with us at halftime.
Ask Steve about those Major League Baseball playoffs, would you?
I will.
I want his prediction.
Oh, you want predictions from him?
He's pretty good about making predictions.
He's not shy about predictions.
No, he is not.
All right. 1st and 10 Baylor from their own 42. Alfred to the air. Passes near side incomplete. Overthrew Randy Davis. Quick pop pass, a little quicker than I think Davis expected.
Well, more than anything else, Jermaine has to watch that because North Texas is really doing a good job of zeroing in and watching how Jermaine is looking, and it looks like Jermaine is looking at the intended receiver right from the snap, and he's almost telegraphing where he's going. He really needs to be cautious of that because otherwise the Mean Green, they might be ready to pick one off and take it the other way.
That was Detrion Woodson and Ramon Archie on pass defense on that last play. 2nd and 10 for the Bears. Draw play, hands the ball to Lagway. Starts up the middle, now goes right, gets out to the 45-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. Tough sledding for Lagway again. Flag is on the field. The officials get together. Clock stops with 8:32 showing in the second quarter. And it looks like a penalty against the Bears.
John, it's got to be a hold, and they threw it right at the feet of the center, Joe Jackson. And I mean right at his feet.
Now the officials still working things out, giving North Texas the options. Next game for the Bears next Saturday. Back to Big 12 play. Baylor and Texas A&M in College Station at Kyle Field. 12:30 airtime, 1 o'clock kickoff next Saturday for Baylor and Texas A&M. The football battle of the Brazos. Here's the call. A&M playing Texas Tech tonight. We should be getting a score on that very shortly. Now here's the call.
Holding on the offense, 10 yards from the previous spot. It remains 2nd down.
So holding will back the Bears up. 2nd down, 20 coming up for the Bears. Line of scrimmage now their own 32-yard line. Field completely covered in shadows now. The far side of stands is probably 50% covered in shade. 2nd down, 20. Alfred back. Passes over the middle. Deep ball. No. Incomplete. The intended receiver was Randy Davis, or is that Bobby Darnell? Darnell got a hand on it, couldn't quite haul it in traffic right across the middle.
Well, he was sandwiched. I mean, there were 2 people, the safeties, Ramon Archie and Heath Moody, were ready to take his head off if he would have caught it. They were ready to pop him. And 3 down linemen again going with that nickel or dime package, the Mean Green, that pass time. They still only have 3 down linemen, and it looks like they're going to send one of their linebackers from the outside.
On 3rd and 20 from Baylor's own 32-yard line. Back to the air. Alfred drops back. Good protection. Passes far side. Intended for Dossett. Contact. No flag. Incomplete. 4th down 20 coming up for the Bears.
And the official made the indication it was not catchable. He made the indication waving his hand over his head. It was not a catchable ball.
Because there was contact before the ball arrived. Punting situation, an apparent punting situation for the Bears with 8:11 to go here in the first quarter. Our second quarter, we see Heath Moody, junior from Odessa, drop back. Kyle Atterbury, the punter for the Bears. This is his second punt of the night. His first one, a 45-yard effort. Here's a high nose-up spiral. Drives Moody along the far sideline. Ball hits in the out-of-bounds marker at the 17-yard line. 51-yard punt. Nice one by Kyle Atterbury. No return by North Texas. 8:04 to go here in the second quarter. Baylor's leading the Mean Green of North Texas 6-0. You're listening to Baylor Bear Football. Hi, folks. John Morris again. You know Baylor pride runs deep at Bruner Motors in Stephenville. Father and son owners Dwayne and Greg Bruner both graduated from the old green and gold, and they're more than ready to put all their Baylor friends in a new car or truck. Chevrolet, Buick, Oldsmobile, Pontiac, Cadillac, Chrysler, Plymouth, Jeep, Dodge, and GMC trucks. Bruner's has them all. So head over to Stephenville today and say hi to Dwayne and Greg. And check out Bruner Motors, a tradition on the city's South Loop for over 30 years.
Sunday isn't Sunday without the Sunday Dallas Morning News. Sunday isn't Sunday without the Sunday Dallas Morning News.
We're neck deep in football season, and you need a definitive gridiron source. We're your source. Each week we'll tell you who's passing, who's failing, and who's just limping along. Sunday isn't Sunday without the Sunday Dallas Morning News. Go long. Pick up your copy this weekend.
This is Baylor University football here on 570 KLIF.
Baylor Bear Football brought to you tonight in part by Whataburger. Real food, real fresh for real folks since 1950. 8:04 to play in the second quarter. It's Baylor 6, North Texas nothing. Glad you're with us tonight from Floyd Casey Stadium, the Frank Fallon broadcast booth. I'm John Morris. Dave Hatchett is alongside. Tommy Tucker is our statistician. Craig Harper, our executive engineer, musicologist, and Jerry Clemens, our game day producer. North Texas with the ball, trailing by 2 field goals, takes over at its own 17. Attaway tries the option to the near side on the keeper, slowed up by Justin Snow and dropped by McKinley Bowie. Gain of 2 yards on the first down play.
And, John, that's a new quarterback. Richard Bridges is now in the game for North Texas. I thought that was him coming in, but he wouldn't turn around. I couldn't tell if it was 16 or 18. But, no, it's the new quarterback, the sophomore out of Grand Prairie, 6'3", 218-pounder, Richard Bridges, now calling the shots for the Mean Green.
Has played in 2 games this year, but played sparingly, just 2 for 15 through the air. No touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Now goes to the air. Hit as he throws. Ball is overthrown. Making a diving attempt at it was Gary Baxter on the far side of the field. Broderick McGrew, the intended receiver.
Big third down for the Bears defense here. If they can stop the Mean Green, they can get decent field position, and that's really been what this game has been all about. 7:23 left before halftime, and Baylor leading the University of North Texas 6-0. 3rd and 8 from the North Texas 20.
Jason Attaway, the starting quarterback, is just standing on the far side of the field. It does not appear to be an injury situation that has caused the change at quarterback. Now Richard Bridges calling the signals in the shotgun, takes the direct snap, drops back, looks, good protection, pass is incomplete, hit and incomplete again. Thought there might have been another tipped interception possibility for the Bears. That one intended for Ron Sterling. Chris Mishaw and the Baylor defense celebrating as they come off the field. A punting situation, 4th and 8 for North Texas.
And John Baker out to punt the ball for the Mean Green. We told you that 2 years ago, 2nd in the nation in punting average at 47.2 yards per kick. That was in 1997.
Averaging 41.7 this season coming into the game tonight. Good chest-high snap, gets the kick away. Wobbly punt. Andre Fuller comes forward. He's going to now let it bounce. Takes a lateral bounce across the field, and Baylor will have it about their own 45-yard line with 7:08 to go in the second quarter. That's a 35-yard punt by John Baker.
You know, the Mean Green have always had good punters, going back to Toby Goen, who's now with the Dallas Cowboys. And back in the 1980s, they had a guy by the name of John Starnes who did an absolutely terrific job for the Mean Green. Seems like they've always been able to get some folks who've really helped them out on special teams.
It's a fine broadcasting school also, isn't it?
Just like Baylor. Just like Baylor.
All right, Bears will take over at their own 45. Gary Baxter getting some pats on the helmet as he comes off, provided good pressure on that punt of North Texas. Alfred, the quarterback, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, still has it, has lots of time. Now he's going to tuck the ball and run to the near side at the 45, at the 50. Oh, and hit hard. He goes down at the North Texas 47-yard line. 8-yard pickup on the play. Tackle was made by the Mean Greens. The linebacker Brad Castle. Right, Brad Castle with the tackle.
Nice job, though, by Jermaine. He didn't force anything. He had 3 receivers out on extended pass patterns, but instead of risking the throw and the interception, just tucked it under for a gain of about 7.5 or 8 yards.
Second down, 2.5 or 3. Darrell Bush, right side, runs through a big hole, then is stopped in the secondary and nearly broke through that last gasp effort. Great effort by Darrell Bush on the carry, pickup of 14 yards. And another Baylor first down at the North Texas 33-yard line.
Lawrence Ellis, the cornerback, with the stop there for the Mean Green, and all of a sudden the Bears on a roll. They've really done the job between the tackles. That offensive line has really done a terrific job so far tonight, opening some big holes for Darrell Bush as well as Derek Lagway.
6:10 and counting before halftime. Lawrence Ellis has been a busy man in the North Texas secondary. 4 down linemen. Back to that look for the Mean Green. Here's a big hole right up the middle again by Darrell Bush inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Following the left side of his line, he picks up 13. That's Ethan Kelly and center Joe Jackson for the Bears. Now Darrell Bush with 86 yards rushing here in the first half. That's on 12 carries.
And until the Mean Green stop it, they continue to go with what's working, and that is straight ahead plays, fullback in front of Bush, and it has been terrific to see. The Bears haven't had this type of rushing attack since the very first game.
Mark Cogdell, Andre Fuller split wide to the far side, straight eye behind quarterback Jermaine Alfred. Give it to the second man through, and he just reaches the line of scrimmage. That's Derek Lagway. Interesting formation there, as it was Melvin Barnett and Derek Lagway, two guys you would think on the depth chart as fullbacks, lined up in the eye with Derek Lagway in the tailback position.
Well, think about this. Lagway, 248 pounds. Barnett, 251. The defensive ends for North Texas run at 247 and 226. So, again, I think really right now Baylor's just trying to pound that North Texas defensive line.
Lone back is Derek Lagway. He'll get the call over the right side of the 15. Swerves at the 10-yard line and dropped right there. Actually, the 11-yard line. Tackle made by Kendrick Sapp. 7-yard pickup by Derek Lagway. Bears have the ball at the North Texas 11-yard line.
Gaping hole off the right side, and you know they tried an option play down here a few minutes ago to the right side, but it'd be hard to argue against them going straight ahead between the tackles with the way the Mean Green have had problems slowing down the Bears' attack on the ground. Let's see if they're 2 tight ends in tight. No, just 1 tight end in I formation with the big backs of Barnett and Lagway.
And a straight I formation behind the quarterback. Now Barnett slides to the right side, handoff to Lagway, tripped, slowed up, and dropped in the backfield. Good penetration by North Texas Corbin Montgomery. Where they'll spot that, it will be a loss of 3 on the play. On 3rd and 2, a loss of 3.
And Kyle Atterbury runs out onto the field. He has been good from 40 yards and 21 yards tonight. He's now 5 of 6 on the season, John. This will be a 31-yarder from the right hash mark. They'll put it down at the 21. This is a 31-yard attempt, and again, he's been good on field goal from 40 and 21 yards tonight.
Call this one a 31-yard attempt from the far hash. Snap back is a good one. The hold by Alfred. The kick by Atterbury is good. 3rd field goal of the night from 31 yards. And the Bears have scored again. Now 3:28 to play in the second quarter. Our new score is Baylor 9, North Texas nothing. Stations, here's that break we owe you from the first quarter. Back to a first quarter break. You're listening to Baylor Bear Football.